You're live. This is the aaronzero show with another edition of today's noise and all the noise you never want to hear. And what do we have to say? Well, Prime Minister Modi is on a state visit to the country of Indonesia, where he and the Indonesian President, Mr. Prabowo, have signed a number of memorandum of understanding, and apparently a lot of Indian defense deals are going down, and the Indonesians are going to buy the BrahMos missiles and the Astara missiles, amongst others. So that is an inroad for the Indian defense, and possibly there would be other deals. Also, there's a deal for the critical minerals, and since India needs critical minerals, so it's tying up to uh, go against the Chinese dominance of the critical minerals market. And he had a very fruitful meeting with the Indonesian president, and so there are a lot of other deals in place, including a co-development of an Indonesian port called Sabang, which is on the doorway to the Malacca Strait, and a setting up of the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, will set up its campus there in Indonesia. So a lot going on. And in other news, of course, the monsoon has advanced in the Indian subcontinent, and the city of Delhi has received a deluge of monsoon rain when we were facing a shortfall. So it seems now that the monsoon rain has made up for all the deficits that were hampering the Indian subcontinent, especially for the crop sowing, etc. And in the international news, Mr. Trump is there in Turkey, Ankara, for the NATO meeting. And the NATO countries are busy signing billion-dollar deals and exchanging a lot of weapons sales amongst each other, and are not waiting for Mr. Trump's okay. As Mr. Trump says, NATO is a terrible idea, and he feels NATO is not there for him because the NATO countries definitely did not want to go into the Iran attack, which itself was a really foolish thing to do. And so Mr. Trump feels he's alone in that escapade, including his idea to occupy Greenland and Cuba. So the traditional allies of USA, which have been around for 50 years or more after the World War II, are being sidelined by Mr. Trump and his actions. So that is where we are at, and nobody's complaining. The world is reorienting itself around America, and in the end, America will have to go it alone, so to speak. And the NATO meeting is there to assure Ukraine of more defense supplies. And apparently, Ukraine is relying on the US made Patriot defense system. I think the Ukrainians and the Europeans will have to invent another air defense system which they can make by themselves and not rely upon USA. That is the way to go forward, I would say. Just like the drone technology that they have used is being used very successfully in attacking the Crimean Peninsula, where they have caused power cuts and they have caused disruption to the oil supplies and the logistics of the Russian army. So that is a shot in the back foot of Mr. Putin, something I think he did not expect, and it is quite a eye-opening shot, so to speak. And in the football news, of course, a lot of upsets. And Argentine has won its latest game and has gone into the quarterfinals. And my own feeling is that the finals will be between Argentina and Norway. This is my feeling. All these teams are going through, so it remains to be seen. But quite a stellar performance from a tiny island called Cabo Verde, which almost held Argentina to a draw. And as the commentators have pointed out, that most of the players in the Argentine side are playing for professional European clubs, while the Cabo Verde side is really alone. I mean, these guys really did every ounce of game really by themselves, and they are quite amazing. So, on that note, we leave you and wish you a very dry day from a rainy Delhi.